We know that investing in a property can be extremely emotional, especially if you are a first-time buyer. However, being real estate consultants and investors ourselves, we believe that investment should be based off solely on numbers and not on emotions.
So today we're going to look at a development that may not be love at first sight, but it makes a lot of sense in the numbers.
This is Jervis.
And this is Chris.
We are from PropNext JNA, and welcome to another episode of Millionaire Investor Series. Let's go! So we're standing on right now is at Synergy at Kaki Bukit, and it's in the District 14 vicinity. There are a total of 385 units here.
So this is a B2 industrial unit, so made of mainly car workshops, carpentry, spray painting, storage area, etc.
So at first sight, you may feel that this entire place is extremely crowded and underwhelming. But Chris, shall we take a look at the numbers?
Yes, let's go.
Alright, so Chris, we actually went to the ground to see how Synergy at Kaki Bukit is like, right? And one thing that we love about location is that it's just 6 minutes walk to Kaki Bukit MRT station. And one thing that we always emphasize is that when we go into industrial property, we always have to take a look at how crowded the coffee shop is, because it shows, how much demand there is for that particular industrial property and shows how many tenants there are in total, right? And one thing that we see about this Synergy at Kaki Bukit is that this place here actually has a lot of stable tenants, like car detailing workshops, we have furniture shops, storage spaces. It's very important when it comes to industrial units, right? So in the event of an economic crisis, anything that happened like a global pandemic like COVID-19, at least you know that the tenants will still stay on to do their business, right? But as part of the Millionaire Investor Series, as a millionaire investor yourself, we have to focus on the numbers and not be emotionally attached to the property. Neither should we just go there and just feel and see how good the property is. Alright, so let's take a look at numbers. Chris, how are the numbers like for our unit here?
So for our numbers, this unit that we have is $400,000.
Yep.
And it gives a rental of 2002
Yep.
2003. But the actual rental yield that if the past transacted can go up to 2008.
Wow, that's high.
Yes. And this just means that it can go up to 7% to almost 8 to 9%.
Wow.
Which is much higher than what normal industrial property gives.
Which is about 5%.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
And this also means that it's a cash cow.
Yeah.
That every single month there's very strong passive income from this.
I've seen that you've done a lot of research when it comes to the pricing. Okay, so let's just share with our viewers a little bit more. Don't mind us looking at the screen because as I mentioned before, all the numbers are here. We don't want to give you the wrong information, so we just have to be very, very clear with our information here. Okay, so Chris, one thing is that how much is the maintenance fee and the property tax?
Around $300.
Okay, so currently for this property, how are the calculations like?
So for this current property calculation is this 22 years old, so 17 years of loan tenure. We have around 80% loan LTV.
Yep.
So it's $172 per month.
Oh, that's nice. And the current rate now is quite low.
Yes.
At 1.95%.
1.95.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes. Because of the economic downturn and COVID-19.
Okay, so one thing that investors always ask is that how much pocket money do I get every single month?
This gives you $771 every single month.
So what you're trying to say is that if today I invest at 20%, which is maybe $80,000, plus that 3%, which is the buyer stamp duty, maybe amounts to about 12K. So $92,000 invested into this property, every single month I'll get $700.
Yes.
And every year I'll get about $7,000.
Yes, and that
That's
translates to
interesting.
11.6%.
In terms of cash
ROE,
flow.
ROC.
Wow, ROC, returns on cash.
Yes,
That's
correct.
interesting, okay.
And this is even more stronger in terms of defensive play,
Yes.
especially in this downturn market as compared to stocks.
Yes. And one thing that we always emphasize is that in property, right, you don't have to always go into offensive play. Because when you go into offensive play, sometimes it can get quite risky. The key is that we want to find a unit that has strong fundamentals. We want to find a unit that provides strong defensive play so that in the market like this, the COVID-19 situation, you have an asset like this that diversifies your portfolio well and ensures that you do not have too much risk in your portfolio, because investment should not be a gamble, right? Okay, carry on, Chris.
And the best part for this unit
Yes.
is that when you sell the unit, contrary to what people think, natural property do not always fall in value over time.
Yes, because they always think that because the lease is shorter, they will depreciate, right? That's not the case.
That's not the case.
Why is that so?
In fact, for Synergy,
Yes.
in 2014-2016, when the industrial property market boomed,
Yep.
and also the industrial portion of the whole industry went up,
Yep.
the prices actually went up by 90K to 149K.
Oh, that's
for original
very
price.
interesting.
Yes.
And that's already how old? Right? I mean, how old was
That
that?
was around 6 years old.
Oh, that's interesting. And after that, even after it's 6 years old, the prices still went up.
Yes.
And we're talking about quite a substantial amount. We're talking about 90K to 149K from its original pricing. Okay, interesting. So how do you feel about the market now? I mean, like, you are also quite into the industrial market. So do you feel that now, where we're at right now in March 2020, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic, right? How do you feel? Do you feel that it's time to enter the industrial market or?
For this period, it's actually one of the best times.
Okay.
Because as what people say, when other people are fearful, you should be greedy.
Okay.
When people are greedy, you should be fearful.
I agree with that. Yes.
And this period of time is where there's a lot of fear in the market. Because of COVID-19 and the economic downturn, it actually presents a lot of opportunities that investors can actually leverage on.
I see. Okay, so what is the last transacted per square foot at Synergy Kaki Bukit?
385,000.
And what is this per square foot?
And this is almost 290 per square foot.
So what you're trying to say is that we are $90 undervalued, the last transacted, below the last transacted.
Yes.
So number one, we have fit the criteria where we are buying something that's cheaper than last transacted, which is very important. Number two, we have a 7 or even up to 9% rental yield, which is very strong in the industrial market because it's always 5%. In residential market, we always see a 2 to 3%.
Yes.
3.5% is really a bonus. And the third thing is that we know that this is actually a product that has strong fundamentals and a very good defensive play. So this is a listing by Team JNA, right?
Yes.
And we are actually representing our sellers to sell this unit that's at $400,000 and with pocket money every single month of 700 plus, and every year of about $7,000. That's crazy, right? It's actually a good portfolio, a good asset to be in your portfolio if you want to diversify your property portfolio. Okay, great. So thank you so much for watching this episode of the Millionaire Investor Series, and I hope that you enjoy the content that both me and Chris are providing you, because all we want to do is to give information, educate, and also provide transparency when it comes to investment in real estate. Okay, hope that you love this video. If you like this video, just give it a share, give it a thumbs up, or just leave some comments, or if you have any properties that you want us to review when it comes to investments, just give us a like, or just drop us a DM. Okay, thank you so much for watching.